Time now for Back to the Basics in Healthcare with Balanced Life Chiropractic. I have Dr. Harley with me once again. How you doing, Dr. Harley?
I'm doing great. How are you this morning, John?
I am fantastic, and I always enjoy chatting with you here. We've got a really cool thing we're going to talk about today, because a lot of the time when people think about chiropractic, they think, well, I hurt my back, so I need a chiropractor, right? I get headaches, I need a chiropractor. But there are so many other things that chiropractic care can actually help with, and one that I was not even aware of, and it's on the banner right when you walk in the door. It says addiction, and that's one that a lot of people probably don't necessarily pair with chiropractic very often, but it makes a lot of sense, doesn't it?
Yeah, and it is very true. Most people look at chiropractors for headaches, back pain, and neck pain, right? I always tell people when they come in our door, it's like, we can help with a lot more than just that, because we focus on how the brain and the body are communicating. And when that's communicating better, you're going to start to function better. You're going to heal better. I always say it's amazing what our body can do when things are working right.
And the particular technique that you utilize was something that you said was kind of goes hand in hand with addiction and with a study that they were doing. Is that right?
Yes. So it's called torque release technique. Dr. Jay Holder is the founder of that technique. And he founded it down in Florida based on research in an addiction study. So working with people that were going through an addiction program, how could chiropractic influence or benefit them while going through this program? So they did it based with like a couple different groups. So one group had normal addiction counseling with manual adjusting style chiropractic. And then another group had the same kind of counseling style with this torque release technique. And they found that it was, drastically, there was significant difference between the two groups. And that's typically how research looks at it. Is it statistically different? Whether or not it's a big amount or a little amount, it's got to be, a certain percentage better. And so for there to be research, you have to have the same consistent variable. So the adjusting protocol for torque release technique needed an instrument to be the same across the board, because manual adjusting can be different between practitioner. Same with activator adjusting as well. So the integrator doesn't rely on the clinician's force. It's all built out of the spring contraption in the integrator, the adjusting tool. So it's always the same force every single time, no matter who's doing the adjusting. So that consistency was what was really important for torque release technique, and then seeing the really great results with the people dealing with addiction. Now you're probably wondering, well, how can chiropractic help with addiction in the first place? Well, a lot of times people, rely on some sort of drug or alcohol if they're in pain, right? Oh, yeah. The opioid epidemic that we're in, there's a lot of people in pain, so they turn to opioids. It's not necessarily an addiction right away, but it can become that. Yeah. So if we help them get out of pain, start to function better, heal better, feel better, they're not going to need to turn to those addicting substances, right?
That's absolutely right. And now, one of the things, again, I would have never paired those two together. The way you just explained it, it made so much sense. What are some of the other things that people don't typically think of chiropractic, but, when they come in, they're really surprised and go, wow, you can help with that too?
Yeah, definitely digestion stuff is a lot of things that people don't realize that we can help with. Kids-wise, like ADHD, the overactiveness. Even mental health disorders like depression or anxiety, kind of the same ideas. Like we get the brain communicating better, they're going to feel better. They're going to be able to function much better in daily life.
So if somebody listening is going, boy, I would like to learn more about this, how do they get a hold of you guys here? And is it best to call or go to a website? What's the best way to get a hold of you?
I mean, there's definitely multiple ways. I wouldn't say there's a best one. I guess phone call would be the most direct, because you're going to hit up Abby or Weston right away. So our phone number is 605-215-1785, or you can shoot us a Facebook message on our Facebook page, Balanced Life Chiropractic, or, go to our website, get our email address. Our website is BalancedLifeSD.com.
Very, very nice. And again, Balanced Life Chiropractic, each and every week on Back to the Basics in Healthcare on Wellness Wednesday.